It is now time
Oh my gosh.
to bring you Robert Pattinson, who plays Edward Cullen in Twilight.
Oh my gosh.
Walking into the studio,
It's so not right.
All of his hotness.
running a little... Oh, there he is. Come on in. Hello, Robert.
Hello.
Robert says he's not taking off his hat.
What?
People are online, they're watching you online.
I know no one likes my hat.
I don't leave the hat on. It's fine.
It looks cute.
You look fine.
It's a safety blanket.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I love
They
how
want to
you
see
talk.
your sex hair, they keep saying.
Yeah, they're saying, I want to see what your hair looks like. Another
It's
thing,
really not sex hair this morning.
another thing, Robert, people are noticing there's a blonde woman next to you on the couch. And we just want to make that very clear that she is your publicist, correct?
I want to make it very clear she's my wife.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
That's not a good idea.
They had a bunch of people just jumped off the roof of the building.
Oh, my God. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You know, the thing about Twilight is, I don't have to tell you, I mean, it's huge. But another thing about Twilight is there's so many people who understand it and know what it is, and there's a whole other world that's never heard of it.
That's exactly. I'm part of that world. Well, I'm kind of part of both worlds. I mean, I'd never, ever heard of it, and then now, I just walk around everywhere and I see my stupid face on everything. And so,
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
But when did you realize how crazy, like when you obviously auditioned for the role or whatever and you got the role, when did you realize, oh my gosh, this thing is huge?
I did this event called Comic-Con, which is for sort of like sci-fi enthusiasts, and people camped out for about 3 days to go to it, and there was about 7,500 people, and they just screamed and screamed and screamed the whole way through the press conference.
So you could have been saying just a bunch of nothing.
Yeah, I think I could have been anybody as well. I mean, it's just like they screamed when the word Twilight came on. So,
Right.
Wow.
yeah.
Are you afraid at all that you're going to lose yourself and become Cullen? I mean, you'll no longer be Pattinson?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the character's, supposedly a better person than I am, so...
Don't say that!
You're fine just
We
the
don't
way
know
you
that.
are, honey.
Well, that's not good. But here's the thing. This character, this Edward Cullen character, is so massive.
Yeah.
Are you finding in your travels that people are confusing the fact that you are an actor playing a character and you are not really a vampire?
Absolutely. I mean, I think in virtually every case, I think I'm just walking into rooms and people think I've just walked literally out of the novel and into the room, and they're like, "Wow, how did that happen?"
I mean, you don't look pale. You look
No.
like you're a human being. I'm sure you're not cold. Touch him. Is he
I
cold?
see.
We did.
Is he
No,
warm?
he's warm. He's
You're warm.
warm.
All right.
No, let me touch you.
No, as an actor, though, is that a frightening thing to be so connected to a character that's so identifiable and defined like that?
It is a frightening thing, but I mean, you know, people. For one thing, he has to stay 17 forever, so I don't think I'm going to get pigeonholed by. I mean,
Right.
it's absolutely impossible to play the part forever. But you know, I'm just not really aware of the full ramifications of doing it yet. But I mean, I'm really not bothered. I find it quite amusing, like what's happened by everything.
All right, well, laugh all the way to the bank, Robert.
Career, but you're also a singer, so you're also finding time to do the music, and your song is featured on the soundtrack as well. Was that something that you worked out on your own, or?
Oh, not at all. I'm really not trying to. I mean, I'm as soon as that happened, I really just didn't think about it. I was just doing music for fun. I never wanted a career out of it. I mean, my sister's a singer, and I've seen what the music industry's like, and it's impossible.
Yeah, but you have
yeah.
two older sisters, and are you
Wow,
the
you know
youngest?
your
Well, I
stuff.
do my research, but as the youngest of, it's little brother. But I will tell you, when you talk, I'm blushing right now. I have no idea why.
Okay, Edward Cullen guy, this character that you're playing in this movie. You said you grew up with two older sisters. Do you think there's any man on earth, be it one who was raised with the influence of a lot of women in the house, or anyone anywhere, who could ever live up to the perfect guy this Edward Cullen is, and how much women love this character?
What's part of the question? Do you think if people were raised by a lot of women in the house?
Well, you were. I'm assuming if you're raised with women in the house, you are raised to respect women, or they'll beat the snot out of you.
Yeah, I think it's definitely part of it. I mean, I've always had I have a very specific idea of how to be around women and stuff. I mean, I mean, all of my, I've never understood the point in hanging out with guys.
Right. Okay, well, there's nothing there for you.
Yeah, what is the point?
But as far as this character, Edward Cullen, let me shift the question a little bit. When they came to you, or when you however you got the part, that you asked them, who is this Edward Cullen? And what did they tell you? Who is this guy? And how did they explain it to you?
Nobody really explained it. I mean, I read it and I was really, I guess, put off by the part. I mean, there's so many descriptions of him just being so beautiful. And, yeah. And I was just thinking, well, why don't you just cast like a model or something? Like, I mean, just get someone to pose and tense their muscles and stuff.
Wait, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? Because, I mean, model, you're okay. I mean, they did a good job with the casting.
I mean, definitely, there's a lot of...
do you know how many people auditioned for the role? Or did they say, oh, you're hot, you're gorgeous, you're great, you look like him, let's do it?
I think I was literally the last person.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how many people. Maybe 2?
Right, well, out of 2. But back to the Edward Cullen question I was trying to get to. Who is this, in your opinion, or in your thoughts, who is this Edward Cullen, and why is, other than the way he looks in the book, he obviously touches women in many other ways other than his appearance?
I know. I can't really figure out why so many women are attracted to the character, but I mean, when I went into it, I just thought, I mean, after a while, I just realized like that he's just a normal kid. He's like a normal kind of semi-moralistic kid who's 17, and he just gets bitten by somebody when he's unconscious, and then becomes eternal and super fast and super strong, and there's really nothing else to it, and just very, very lonely, and yeah, I mean, he's literally just a normal guy, and I mean, that's how I try to play it anyway, just to try and humanize it.
That's got to be a daunting task, to wake up in the morning and say, okay, I have to go to work today and be this beautiful, perfect, impossible, guy.
Well, you do it every day, John.
Yeah, but it's different. I've had more experience.
Okay.
But really, is this a tough task for you to kind of feel you are this perfect guy?
Well, no, I mean, it really, yeah, I mean, it was, I mean, that's why I didn't go in for the part initially. I mean, it was kind of, it's just ridiculous. I mean, every single scene.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I literally went into the audition, like, I'd been pouting for about 4 hours before I went in.
There's really not a lot of happiness in this character's life, is there?
Yeah, you see, I mean, like, literally pouting the whole time, just doing your hair every day, like, 2 hours. I mean,
now,
you're not allowed to wear a hat.
Now, I'm trying to recall, I don't remember in the first book, Edward Cullen actually biting anyone.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
So you never bite, but you do show teeth. You do show your fangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so was that a laborious project trying to get these things in and out of your mouth, or were they just
I don't
clip-ons?
have any fangs. I just have actual natural fangs in my mouth.
Oh, naturally, of course.
Oh, well, do you want to bite someone now? You can practice on me for the next movie if you'd like.
Actually, somebody asked me to bite them yesterday. And I was saying, like, if you asked me last year,
exactly,
I wouldn't have had a problem.
Exactly.
I got a couple phone calls for you. Let's say good morning to Annette. Annette?
Hi.
Yeah, please say good morning to Robert Pattinson.
Good morning, Rob.
Hey, I didn't have it coming through my headphones.
Oh, you're not hearing the phone? Why is he not hearing the phone, Scary?
There you go.
Oh,
I've been listening to nothing.
He's been doing it down. Yeah, I know.
my God.
I didn't realize.
I bet whatever you're listening to is much more entertaining than us. But anyway, Annette, you're now in his ear hole. Please go right ahead.
Good morning, Rob. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm here with my friend, and we just wanted to tell you that we're big fans of yours. We've loved you even before Twilight when you were in Harry Potter, and we think you're awesome. And hey, Rob, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering what the hardest part about filming Twilight was and why.
Yeah, what's so difficult about waking up in the morning, putting on makeup, and reading a line?
That's what Kurt Russell said the other day.
Seriously. No, yeah, what was the challenge for you?
Absolutely nothing.
Really?
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, not really, yeah. I don't know, just like, I guess the kind of, some of the fight scenes, I mean, it's quite difficult because I shot the fight scenes right at the beginning, so I was trying to do the whole pretty thing as well.
Yeah, how do you stay pretty while fighting?
Yeah.